Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Oh, and Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw Overrun. I still haven't figured out those titles. I got to do that.
Well,
I have new titles for Count Out. I've got new titles for. I've got the beginnings of new titles for Overrun. I got to figure them out. I don't know if I should I just stick with this and change the word to Overrun in that title right there, or should I do something completely new? Brand new.
New.
But then people are gonna be like, "Hey, well, where's the old titles?"
Oh, fine, do the old titles then.
Yeah. RJ says, "Welcome to Overrun." Steve rambles and Larson looks at either his dingus or his phone.
Look at my dingus. What?
What the hell are you even talking about? Anyways, how did you like the show today?
That was fine.
I thought it was as good as it can be, talking about 4 hours of WWE deep cuts, man.
Too much, man.
It's way too much.
Way too much. Sleepy thinking about it.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's done. It's done. Our week of
goodness.
watching wrestling is done.
True.
I might watch some Progress. I say that every weekend.
You do.
But no, no, it's not. Well, I mean, I consider Sunday not the first day of the new week, but the last day of the week, and we still have TLC.
Oh gosh, that's right.
I keep on forgetting that we've got TLC on Sunday. Anyways.
So much.
Yeah.
So much.
So, what are we going to talk about today?
We have a lot of non-news.
Do we have a lot of non-news, really? All right,
Brad the Shed said only one more month that NXT UK goes back to one episode a week. A month is a long time.
That's 8 hours.
Yeah, we booked TLC is going to be Friday morning, 9 a.m.
Tomorrow morning. Oh, man, we got to mention that. Yeah, forget. Yeah.
Just did right now.
Yeah, well, to 20 people. 200 at most that watch it in VOD. Yeah. Man, if you hadn't mentioned on the show today.
There's a lot going on, man.
Whatever. Either they know or they don't.
Exactly.
That's how it goes. Here, let's do some non-news.
All right.
Oh, Alex C. Let me ask you something. Hold on before we do that. Alex C. How was chat today? I saw there was one fella.
Oh yeah, he kept on getting his. He was like he must have said something because there was like a string from one guy that all his messages were removed.
Oh, I'm not talking about him.
Oh,
there was another guy who seemed deeply depressed that his fiance was leaving him, and I felt bad. I was like, oh my goodness. But then I think Rich Hardesty was like making him try to feel better.
Good.
Kind of curious. Waymaker says NXT UK is properly fuck the UK Indies.
Seems like it.
It kind of feels that way.
It's still crazy to me that some of these promotions would sign deals with WWE that would allow WWE to buy them and close them down.
Well, if the price is right. How much do you think? There was like kind of a pseudo figure out there, wasn't there?
It was 6 figures.
Yeah, but that could be
$900,000. Yeah, I know. But still,
there's a big difference between the low end of that and the high end of that.
But still, I would think a promotion like Progress, which has been around for a while and seems pretty dang successful, like you'd be able to command a better deal than $500,000.
Yeah, but
think.
I don't know. Success is.
I don't know.
I don't know what that success is exactly. You know what I mean?
No, someone just said hi 10 times.
Oh, okay. Rich Hardesty says Alex and I both were trying to help seem better towards the end. Well, that's good.
Good,
man.
RJ the Myth asked, what would the price WWE would have to pay to buy Going In Raw and shut it down?
I mean, there is a price.
It would have to be essentially retirement.
We would have to. So I plan on doing this another 15 years.
Okay.
So whatever, like I'm not getting into details, but whatever like the optimistic yearly income is times, 20 to put away some.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell them.
No, I know what it is.
So here's the optimistic. This is what I want to be making in like a year or two. Between two of us. Yeah, it'd be that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Which would never happen. And that would be the minimum.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alex C. says, Wayne Maker floated the idea of sending you two some Buckfast to taste and or down on video. Yeah, I'll try it. Can you send booze overseas? Can you do that? So like even in the states, you can't send booze to some states.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I'm
I don't think it's illegal. Like, I don't think we'd get, like, if anything, they'll just confiscate.
No,
it.
yeah.
It's not like you guys trying to send us weed. Which, if I receive a box of weed in the mail, is that cool now here? I think that's like illegal distribution, right?
Depends where you get it from. Because there's a service here, and I've seen billboards for. I think it's called Ease. They'll deliver marijuana to your home.
Oh, interesting.
But then you could source where it came from. If you get and it depends on the amount. If you get a brick of weed delivered to your house, yeah, you're probably gonna go to jail, or whoever said it to you is going to jail, because that's not just the consumption for yourself. If a brick of weed shows up, it's intent to sell probably, or they'll say it is, even if you intended just to smoke the whole brick
in one sitting.
Not in one sitting. That's probably not good for you.
Oh man, Alex, he says, I guess it'll just be a Steve thing when he comes here next year. Alfredo wants to know, before we get into non-news, does CastBox give y'all money? Because they have been putting a lot of commercials in recently. We've been putting in commercials recently.
Yeah.
Because we like to make money. I don't know. Like, I don't want to get too much into the minutia of the business aspect of things, but we have a server that now places ads in our stuff. We do get money from that. Yes. The answer is yes, we do get money from that. And given how YouTube has been lately, it's much needed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, let's do some non-news.
Non-news.
Oh, and that's one thing. That's one reason why we really want to push ahead on like an ad-free version of the show in the audio format as well. So we'll see how that works. Before we get started, also Waymaker says progress has changed so much since we first saw Regal at the Ballroom. One faction used to come out to Turn the Page by Metallica. Now no licensed music allowed. Okay, but here's the thing about that.
That has more to do with their streaming service. You can't do that on a streaming service.
Here's the thing. Every company that has any desire to be legitimate and make good money, they're going to do that. That aspect of things was never, it's the same thing. It was the same thing with YouTube. I know Twitch is really lax on their copyright stuff, but once the VOD goes up,
that's going to change.
That's done. Like you live stream, like yesterday, Adam Mayhem did his Project Beta. His halftime entertainment, which I thought was very clever, was he put like a K-pop concert up. That will be muted. The Twitch's algorithm or their system, their encoding system, will mute that and might blank it out once his VOD goes live, like immediately after.
And if he uploads to YouTube,
that'll go down quick.
That has to be cut out.
Exactly. Which is one reason why we're thinking of taking Tape Trade direct to Patreon.
Yeah, I think we should.
Because we want to do WWE stuff. We're not going to be able to do that on YouTube. We can do that through Patreon, though.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah, Alex, I think that's the thing is live shows, and they really can't stop anybody from using licensed music at a live show, but it's the streaming and it's the VOD stuff. Well, you can't do it.
Yeah, Paul Heyman talked about that. I forget on what platform he talked about it, but he was saying that, we got away with playing licensed music on his old pay-per-views because it was ambient. Which I guess is true. Maybe he was talking about like the video afterwards. He was like, you can still sell it as ambient music if it, I forget what it is, but yeah, it's a mess. But if you want any legitimacy, like you can't mess around with copyright these days.
Make money off stuff.
Yeah. We were going to play, our first edition of Wrestling Pictionary. I brought my iPad and, I plugged it into the capture device, and it's weird because the CamLink capture device, like we ran it yesterday, it was fine.
It worked more or less fine.
But
once.
The older Elgato, it wasn't. It's the iPad has HDCP, like the copyright protection stuff on it, so we couldn't do that. Anyways, here we go. Time for non-news.
Non-news.
Go ahead.
Ooh, Cheez-Its.
Get rid of that.
Tastes like a bunch of shit. Cheez-Its. Ooh, no.
All right, first, it's been decided who the man is. So, for a while, Seth and Becky were going back and forth on Twitter about who truly was the man.
Yeah.
Finally, someone threw in the towel. That somebody is Seth Rollins. He was on the radio interview, and he said, Becky is huge. She's straight fire. She's the man.
Wow. Smart move on his part. Yes. He was never going to win that particular battle.
And then Becky responded on Twitter, they all say the words in the end.
Wow. Ouch.
She's the absolute best.
I appreciate that she's totally co-opted. Let me ask you this. More importantly, what do you think Hulk Hogan thinks about this? Because he is most famously known for proclaiming himself to be the man.
I'm sure he thinks he's the man in perpetuity, but I don't really feel like his opinion matters.
I don't think this will matter until Hulk Hogan cedes that Becky Lynch is the man. Because once you've reached that, then you know it's true. Seth is too nice of a guy. But if you get Hulk Hogan to tap out saying she's the man, that kind of means something.
That would mean something.
You know?
But it's also, sadly, never going to happen.
So it does. You're right. It doesn't matter because he doesn't matter. But
wait, who doesn't matter?
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But it'll mean so much more if he does.
Yeah, I guess so. But his opinion doesn't matter.
What else do we have in the world of non-news?
Apparently, Vince McMahon wanted to get in the ring and donned the luchador mask to do so. This is a story Sergeant Slaughter told Wrestling News. Quote, I guess the one story I really love the most is Vince never was able to become a wrestler. His father wanted him to be behind the microphone so he could control things a little bit better. So one night we were driving in the car together and he says, one thing I miss, Sarge, is getting in the ring. I asked him if he wants to get in the ring. He says yes. So I tell him to go put a mask on one night. We have a smaller event, and I'll wrestle you. So we did, and it wasn't the funniest time of my life, but we got it done. Funnest time, sorry.
That's hilarious. Where was that interview found?
Wrestling News.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty funny.
What do you think they announced Vince McMahon's name as? As this masked luchador. Let's power rank possible names.
See, I don't know when it was, though. I'd assume it was in the late 70s, early 80s.
That makes sense. Although, I don't know. Vince was... Well, when did Sergeant Slaughter... Yeah, when did Sergeant Slaughter come to the WWF?
He was around a couple different times, I think. I mean, there was his heel turn in the early 90s, but he was around the 80s.
Let's find out. Remus. His name was Remus. Robert Rudolph Remus. Let's see. Your professional wrestling career. AWA. 1980.
Well, he's in 80 to 81, 83 to 85, and then 90 to...
But if it's like early, yeah. So
it's probably
80, 81.
It's probably 80 or 81, yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Some of these friendos here coming up with good names for Vince as a luchador. El Huevos Grande. That means big balls. Let's see here. El Grapefruitsicles. There you go. I like it. That's good. I am so starving right now, and they're talking about chips, crisps, as they call them,
crisps
over there in England.
Crisps. We got one more little bit of non-news.
Oh wow,
got a little bit of a hometown feel to it.
Oh, this is good.
Last night here in Sacramento at the Golden One Center, the Kings were playing the
Timberwolves.
Yes, they won, but it was also WWE night.
God, what's our record right now?
Winning 8th spot.
Wow.
Western Conference. WWE night at the Golden One Center. Apollo Crews, he's from Sacramento. He was there in attendance as a guest. And also there, lurking in the rafters.
This was great.
Was Sting.
I
haven't heard anything whether the broadcast team threw to Robin Hood right as the game was ending.
I would assume not, although their folly if they didn't.
Yes.
So
I think Grant Napier would say, "We got to go. Robin Hood's next."
If you don't like that, you don't love WWE basketball.
Yeah.
Whatever he says.
Jerry Reynolds isn't doing the...
It's Doug Christie, baby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're good together, too. They're really good. Inside sources, Dave Deuce Mason indicated that, sadly, even though Hilton runs in-arena entertainment there at the Kings...
He had no part in that.
He had no part in it. It was Fresh Hour, the entertaining guy who throws shirts and stuff. And I think they did the All-Star game last year, right? Yeah. So Hilton wasn't the guy to come up.
He's not the man.
Yeah. Deuce Mason's going to be at Raw next week, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So maybe we should get dinner with him or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at that 8 spot. Oh my God, we're 15-12 or 3 games over 500.
They're a wildly entertaining team to watch. I watched them play the Warriors. It was fun.
De'Aaron Fox. Oh my God.
There's a lot of good young talent on that team.
Dude, he's so fast.
Yeah, he is a fast guy.
Yeah, he's so good. Let's see here. I'm going to run down some questions.
Josh Little, no TV yet. I'm waiting until March, probably.
Yeah, you got a TV I put on Instagram.
You know, it's been a joy having that piano in the
house.
How many
keys?
Play all the time.
It's been a joy, has it?
Yeah, I started writing a song yesterday.
Oh, dear. Is it the Steve is Awesome song?
Yes.
Start my song now. I'm start writing my song now.
See, I won't be beholden to whatever loops are there in GarageBand. It'll be pure creativity.
Continue. Allow.
RJ the Myth, does it make you feel with rage that the Kings passed on Luka Doncic? Apparently he's really good.
We're in the 8th seed, man. I'm not filled with rage of anything. Here's the thing. I will never be filled with rage, even if the Kings are terrible always, which I'm used to. We have a team and Seattle doesn't. That's all I care about.
Oof.
There, it's Larson's song.
Well, let me hear the lyrics. Larson's pretty great.
You don't write it, I write it. Stop.
I might have to use GarageBand for some beats if I choose to do beats.
Oh, now.
That's because I don't have a drum. That's because I don't have a drum set.
Oh, I see how now.
A drum set. I want to get some pots and pans out and start banging on those. How about that?
I'm trying to look at some of these questions here that I didn't answer.
Wayne-maker asked, Steve, what United Kingdom food are you looking forward to?
Aero bars.
See, Alex, I have the piano, but I also have guitars and some pedals and a bass, so I have enough to fill the arrangement out.
I need suggestions on British food because, I was never huge. It's not like I go to England for the fine cuisine. You know what I mean? I go there for many, many, many things that I loved so much. But, the food isn't one of the things, you know? It's oh, you want some beans with everything? Sure. You want mashed potatoes and sausage?
Alex, he says a fry-up is a must. Are wrestling YouTubers making a Christmas album? Seems like a few are doing Christmas songs.
I am not in the loop on that one.
Yeah,
evidently not. Whoever does, though, ooh, boy, I'm going to be mad if we're not invited. Be so upset.
Wayne-maker says, come to my local. The food is the best.
Local what?
Pub?
Local pub?
Diner? Restaurant?
Shepherd's pie?
Oh, shepherd's pie is good.
See, y'all just need to understand that, that's one thing. Look, England has a lot going for it. Great things, you know? Food just isn't one of them. It's fish and chips.
Fish and chips is good.
No,
Shepherd's pie is good.
I love fish and chips. Oh, let's go to the Fat Rabbit. They got the pierogies.
Yeah.
They're great, but they're kind of pedestrian. British food is basically pedestrian. He says, "Pub, you twat." Well, I don't know. You said local.
That's what I thought.
That's not a noun, man. That's an adjective or a verb or whatever those things.
Yeah, adjective.
It's an adjective.
Power rank crock pot dinners. That's a great question.
Isn't it just like a roast?
Yeah, roast is good.
Just a roast.
Put a pork shoulder in there, let it cook for 12 hours.
I was always disappointed. Ray asked, when do I get my Going in Raw shirt? Were you a patron? Is that the deal? So we have 3 different. Sorry. We have 3 different. We have 3 different avenues of getting shirts out. 50 pounds. Stop it. That's good. It'll be going out very shortly. I had planned on this weekend on doing all the Patreon stuff later than I had wanted to, but it's just how it worked out. Wayne-maker soon. Josh Little. Steve, are you a fan of the Royals? Isn't that just post-show?
Pretty much. Something that's GarageBand loops. There's only so many things you can do with it.
No, it's infinite.
No.
Infinite.
Royals, like the baseball team?
Yeah, please be more specific.
Am I going to have bars? No, I'm not going to rap it all. I'll sing, though. I'll write some quality lyrics.
Use
if I had
theremin?
a theremin,
yeah.
would. I totally would.
Oh, you know what's more important than that song, though? The Truth Exposed theme.
Oh.
I need you to do that. Talk about theremins.
I can do something. No, I can do something on the piano.
Yeah, but the synth.
No, I know. I'll be part of it.
You know, synth, theremin, and then whatever else you
Patrick Sparks, Larson, thoughts on the Black Sox scandal?
Oh, the royal family.
Oh.
My wife is a huge fan of the history of the Royals.
Probably shouldn't throw the World Series to make $1.01. That's my thought on the Black Sox scandal. Although Eight Men Out is a great movie.
Is there something deeper that he's talking about here?
Oh, that's pretty much the extent of it. I've seen 8 Men Out plenty of time.
Patrick Sparks, why you not use Truth Exposed bracket? Maybe one day we have to start at some point. We need to start Truth Exposed. Like the fact that we've started Truth Exposed in the first place, I think is a good starting point.
I think let's go through the bracket just because it'll give us ideas for topics. I don't think we'll do a proper tournament style. Ideas for topics. We can watch a short video. I can say fake.
Yeah, at some point I'm definitely open to a tournament.
Ray Borum, what are your thoughts on Coyote Ugly bars in the U.S.? I've never been to one. I've walked by one.
Okay, so hold on a second.
The bars existed before the movie, I think.
Is this a genre of bar, or is there an actual...
No, there's actually a franchise.
It's a franchise
called Coyote Ugly.
Okay.
Yes.
I have no desire to have anybody dance on the bar that I'm drinking at. Yeah. I like to go to a bar to watch...
It's not sanitary.
Well, it's beyond that, it's obnoxious. I mean, bars are probably unsanitary in the first place.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious, though.
Joseph McGinnis, first moon landing, real or fake? That's real.
Is it? We'll have to look. We'll have to
real.
Look, we reserve judgment until we see a video.
Real.
Fake. I've seen footage of the staging of it in a Hollywood warehouse.
Ray Borm says I run a Coyote Good bar in Liverpool. Lol.
Oh, but that's different because it's in England.
Okay.
That's different. Americans are just naturally obnoxious. When Brits are obnoxious, it's fairly charming.
Good job walking that back.
It's true. No, I firmly believe that, though. I firmly believe that.
When's the last time you downed a pint? It's been a while.
Oh, Sergio C. wants the story.
We've told it before.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Have we?
Yeah. Not in full detail. Like, we're not going to name the establishment.
I don't remember what it's called.
I do.
It's the... Oh, I remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Siri, what's Spanish for spot? She didn't answer me. Anyways, so the story about us getting 86 from our bar without stepping foot into it goes as such. Back in the day, we had a show called 10 for the Win on a channel called Machinima. And it was a top 10 show. But for a long spell, we did intros, short film intros, where sometimes we would connect them, like they would be storylines that would play out. For example, there was one of our longer storylines had to do with Steven Larson, the video game.
Correct.
And I think for the episode like top 10 gaming locales or something like that, we did an intro where we
scattered locations in our town we lived in at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we went to Walmart, said something like
it's the center of commerce.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Went to someplace else, and we went to a bar and said, this is where you go to buy drugs, essentially.
We were in the parking lot and we said, here is this place. This is where you can buy methamphetamines or something like that. And the thing is, it was like a super divey bar, but evidently it had been bought by a younger person
or something, and they were trying to rehabilitate the image of the bar.
They were trying to rehab, exactly.
And somehow caught wind of this, saw it.
Somehow they had internet.
And let it be known to us that they had seen it and they weren't happy about it.
And they were going to get like a lawyer and stuff. And so we contacted our dude at Machinima. I was like, whoa, what do we do here? And they're like, oh, we'll just take the video down. So they privatized the video or whatever. And then the funny thing is, like a couple weeks after that, I got on the Facebook page, or maybe it was like right after that, I got on the Facebook page, and like just prior to that, there was like pictures of like that the owner had posted of like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this in our parking lot. And it was like drug paraphernalia. It was like, syringes or spoons or whatever.
Some aluminum foil.
Not in my parking lot. So I'm like, so
foil with some charred stuff.
it's like basically what we were saying wasn't probably far from the truth. So yeah.
Nonetheless, it was stupid to do it.
Well, who would have thought? It wasn't stupid to do it. It was hilarious.
No, it was stupid to do it. Patrick Sparks, can we get local Sacramento specialty food reviews like Super Burger, Burrito, or just something extravagant? See, there's a pretty good dining scene in Sacramento because a lot of people are finding it too expensive to open restaurants in the Bay Area, so they're coming here to do it. But I don't really think there's like a food that's local to Sacramento. You know, like Chicago has Italian beef, Chicago dogs, Chicago style pizza. I don't think Sacramento has anything like that.
No, we don't.
So it'll just be kind of generic California food. Like a California burrito. It's a burrito with French fries in it.
Well, I don't think, I mean, you know, yeah, there's no Chicago deep dish pizza here.
No.
But there's plenty of good restaurants.
Oh, there's
here.
tons of good restaurants. Yeah.
So it'd be more of a restaurant type thing.
Chando's Tacos, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Jasper's cheeseburgers.
I mean, I had a ostrich burger there. It was really good.
Jasper's is fucking good, man.
Yeah, man. That's been there forever.
What did I have that? You know, Orlando oddly has like a decent. I don't know if it's just because I was there and I had a burger. They've got like a bunch of burger places there that I'd never heard of before. Mm-hmm. I pulled in at like 1 o'clock for that performance center thing, and I got to my hotel and I was like, I am starving, and I got this place called like Becky's Burger Barn or something like that. Bethany's, I don't know what it was. Beth's, something like that. Holy crap, it was good, and the fries were so good. Yeah.
There, I've moved further away from the halal chicken place, so I have not gone there. There used to be a halal shawarma place near our previous house. We went there a few times, and it was delicious.
Oh, this is the easy one, Josh Little. What wrestler in kayfabe would be good in Mortal Kombat? It was Glacier. It's literally Sub-Zero.
Mm-hmm. Zach Stolpa says, wait, burrito with fries. Explain. They take a burrito with steak,
you don't know about this?
Guacamole, and then they put French fries inside and wrap it up.
Is a California burrito, is it specific to California? Like, do they not serve it on...
They would call it a California burrito for a reason.
No, but, I mean, come on. The ingredients aren't like...
I know.
Like, you can make it in New York or Chicago.
Oh, yeah. I guess because it was invented in California or something. Or they just named it that because it had avocado in it, and basically anything that has avocado is called California
exactly.
Something.
Oh, it's great. It's my favorite. Oh, my God. I love it.
I'm so hungry right now, too.
I'm so hungry right now.
Thayer Thabata says you've never heard of a burrito.
Where's the nearest Del Taco?
Probably the one by your house.
Fuck, that's too far.
It is far. You brought lunch. Well, you just brought spaghetti, right? That's not going to fill you up. You can be hungry 20 minutes later. That's why I can't eat just like regular pasta. If you just give me a plate of pasta, I'll eat it, and then 20 minutes later, I'm hungry again.
Usually I'm pretty good. Like I should be pretty good with this, but you know, I kind of want something better. Something like a California burrito.
Yeah, I didn't bring anything today.
Sounds amazing.
I'm so hungry. See? There's the bottom. Never heard of California burritos. Zach Stolpa.
Mike James is in Nevada. Cali burritos are awesome.
Maybe they're starting to move eastward.
They're starting the trek out there. Is there anybody? What's just east of Nevada?
Utah.
Like Utah or Colorado? It's a bit north.
Utah. Is Utah then Colorado?
Is there anybody here in Utah that has, even if you're listening, like watching this later, the VOD version, put in the comments, either here on Patreon, does Utah have California burritos? I want to know how east this thing goes.
Yeah. Colorado. Does it go that far east? Is it across the Rocky Mountains yet?
Julian Morris, you're from Utah. Do they have California burritos? God, no wonder I was sleeping on my couch. He's in Utah. That was gonna suck. None in Oregon? Washington? No?
Wow, it hasn't gone northward.
They are in Utah.
Oh, okay.
So what's east of Utah?
He says they're in Utah. Yeah, we do the California burritos and they're shit.
Oh, man.
East of Utah is Colorado.
Anybody here in Colorado? And do you have California burritos? And are they even shittier than Utah California
I have not
burritos?
seen Creed yet. They get progressively worse for the way from California you go.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, put fried egg on anything, it makes it more delicious. You ever had a fried egg on a hamburger?
I don't think I ever have. It sounds horrible.
So good, man.
I understand it sounds great, and I know you've had it, and I know you espouses virtues all the time.
Would you ever have peanut butter on a hamburger?
Well, I love peanut butter.
Exactly, that's why I ask.
Is that a thing though?
Yeah, you can get that. Sam Horns has a hamburger with peanut butter on it.
It's supposed to be good.
Hilton was talking about one he had recently that was really good. I don't
Hilton
remember
doesn't
where.
have taste buds.
Well, he can't
My
smell.
culinary experience is quite different than
He
Hilton.
can't smell, therefore his sense of taste is
His olfactory.
is non-existent, basically. So he's can't taste as well.
He's a texture guy.
Yeah.
Boy, I love peanut butter, man. I could eat a whole jar of it. Onion rings sound good.
Well, I'm so iffy. Like I'm not
Holy
iffy on
shit.
peanut butter. I just don't like. I don't crave peanut butter ever.
Can we just get?
I was out of almond butter, so I was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich the other night as a snack.
Yeah.
Small one, because I use a little small piece of bread.
Right.
And I was out of almond butter, so I had peanut butter, and I put the peanut butter on the bread and ate the remainder off the knife. I was like, this is fine.
But they're talking about deep dish pizza right now. I'd eat the shit out of
so
that
good.
meat and more meat. Oh my god,
It was so good.
I would eat all that right now. Anyways, I'm hungry.
All right, let's go get some
you
lunch.
guys gotta go. I gotta go. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.